You have the option of going to the AFC, where they're just loaded with all these great young quarterbacks, or trying to stay away from that to avoid that for what might be the quote-unquote easier path. Take me inside the mentality of the athlete. Which way do you think it goes?
So the question is, does he go to AFC? I mean, honestly, I thought he may put on a little black and gold, but when you think about, would he be deterred from the AFC? Absolutely not. This is former MVP Aaron Rodgers, who was probably had an MVP season this year. Why would he be afraid of anybody?
He would.
I'm just saying, work smarter, not harder. That's been my thing. Cam. Like you in the AFC West, you gotta knock your head up against those guys 6 times between Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Derek Carr, and on top of that, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. That's a lot.
Does it make sense, Cam? Does that mentality make sense to you?
I mean, as we all know, he's an extreme competitor. He's one of the premier quarterbacks of our league. So if you're saying, am I going to, if I'm Aaron Rodgers, do I put my arm against anybody's? Yes. Do I put my mind against anybody's? For sure. Do I bring my competitive edge every Sunday? And, no matter how I'm looked at outside of the world, I know exactly what I'm going to do. You can talk all you want about Aaron Rodgers, but at the end of the day, he puts up ridiculous numbers.
See, I think, Cam, what we're giving America is an example of how defensive players think opposed to offensive linemen who's always looking for the easy way out. We've been a part of those conditioning drills with the offensive linemen. I got to stretch out hammies. When we're ready about doing that work, that's exactly what we just showed America. Easier, not hard.
Cam, obviously, I haven't heard about Aaron Rodgers going to New Orleans. If Sean Payton was there, he'd be figuring out a way to pitch that, to get that to happen. So, Cam, what's your pitch to Aaron Rodgers to come to New Orleans knowing we don't even know who the head coach is?
I mean, I've heard he had some rifts with his last head coach, so I'm just saying, maybe come pick one out. At this point, it might be tailor-made.
Full control, Cam. You just let him come in here and just run it.
Yeah, between, like I said, then he gets with Mrs. B, Gail Benson. He gets with, Mickey. I'm not sure what kind of, access top-tier quarterbacks get. I'm a defensive end. I just worry about hitting the next quarterback. But, quarterbacks usually have a little bit more executive say than so-said defensive players. So I'm just saying, this could probably help us out in the long run.
Bart has a quick question. Go.
Hey, Cam, you talk about how great your coaching staff is and being able to keep that continuity. With Tom Brady potentially leaving the division's wide open. Do you think that maybe a coach like Dennis Allen, somebody from the current staff, should be promoted? That way you guys can kind of continue to keep that continuity. You guys still have a Super Bowl caliber defense.
That's an executive decision. I don't think I'm going to have any say in. But, we talk about Dennis Allen and what he's been to us for our defense. And of course, he's had some experience at head coach, albeit it was in Oakland, and that's been a tough organization to be a head coach for the last couple of years. I think that DA, of course, deserves a shot. When it comes down to Tom Brady being in our division, that's a whole nother situation. I mean, they won the NFC South this year, but they don't really own the NFC South, do they?
That's probably fair. Cam, I'm just going to ask you one thing that I know all of America is wondering. Is that painting behind you of you? And is there a way that we can get a better look at it? There we go. Oh! Well, give us the background.
Man, look, my guy, Josh Wingirter, is a painter. I needed a painting for, the Big Trust Levels podcast between me and Mark Ingram. And then it's sort of just a mainstay now. It's big enough to where I don't know what to do with it, so it has to be in my office because I just don't want it in the house. As you walk in, you see a big mural of myself. But I like it. So this is my little corner where I do media at, and he holds me down.
Give us one last look at it here as we let you go, Cam Jordan. Thank you very much. One last look. There it is.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Tell that guy I want a mural of me. I'll put it anywhere you want. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.